Hi, this is Justin Matters with my regular video report back. Very sad time to be speaking to you after the tragic events in Paris at the weekend. It's really brought into focus the need for us to do something in Syria. I think there's still a long way to go in terms of there being international agreement about what that something is, not least because there are considerable complicating factors in terms of the Syrian civil war that have led to a lack of action to date. There's no doubt that ISIL do represent a significant threat to the West, and we do need to take action, but we can't get into knee-jerk reactions without a clear and coherent and credible and sustainable plan for life after the military engagement, because this is a battle against a twisted ideology that does not know boundaries, that does not know any kind of human compassion, and it is a fight that will possibly last years. So whilst I do see the need for action to be taken, we need to be very clear about what that action is and whether that is going to be a sustainable solution to the ever-increasing problems in that part of the world. Been very busy in Parliament on other matters. In recent weeks I've spoken on the Housing and Planning Bill, which is going to have significant implications for Ellesmere Port and Neston, not least because it effectively removes any requirement for developers to build affordable housing. Already we've got a crisis in affordable housing development in the constituency. We've got developers getting out of their obligations to build affordable housing on sites, and then they're leaving those sites empty because there are richer pickings on the edge of town. The bill proposes to increase the supply of houses to buy with a 20% discount, but even with that discount, these houses are going to be worth up to £200,000, and that's simply out of the reach of many people in the constituency. So actually what's that going to do? It's going to increase house prices. It's not going to do anything to meet the demand that is apparent. It's also going to actually probably decrease supply, particularly of houses that people can afford to live in. I've also had the misfortune to listen to some filibustering on private members' bills in my capacity as a Shadow Health spokesperson, and I have to say that listening to MPs deliberately talk for 30 minutes plus on subjects which have very little relevance to the material before us is not an edifying process. It's not anything that is giving Parliament any credibility. It's a practice that really is out of date and needs to stop, and frankly it's embarrassing. I hope that eventually enough of my colleagues think the same way, and we put an end to filibustering and we allow private members' bills to stand or fall on their merits. I'm sure we can come back to this one in the future, as we will on the other issues I've talked about tonight. But thanks for your time, and I'll see you soon.